Hello there, how are we? Time for a poetry pause. A little bit of knowledge doesn't go astray, hey. Today's is the Bulletin debate, and we're up to part 6 of a 9-part poetry series. Today's poem is by Kenna1, and it's called Banjo of the Overflow. I had written him a letter, which I had, for want of better knowledge, given to a partner by the name of Green-Eyed Jack. He was shearing when I met him, and I thought perhaps I'd let him know that I was stiff, and maybe he would send me a trifle back. My request was not requited, for an answer came indited on a sheet of scented paper, in an ink of fancy blue. And the envelope, I fancy, had an Esquire to Clancy, and it simply read, "I'm busy, but I'll see what I can do. To the vision land I can go, and I often think of Banjo, of the boy I used to shepherd in the not so long ago. He was not the bushman's kidney, and among the crowds of Sydney, he'd be more at home than mooning on the dreary Overflow. He has clients now to fee him, and his friends to come and see him. He can ride from morn to evening in the padded handsome cars, and he sees the beauties blending where the throngs are never ending, and at night the wondrous women in the everlasting bars. I am tired of reading prattle of the sweetly lowing cattle, stringing out across the open with the bushman riding free. I am sick at heart of roving up and down the country droving, and of alternating damper with the salt junk and the tea. And from sleeping in the water on the droving trips I've caught a lively dose of rheumatism in my back and in my knee. And in spite of verse, it's certainly that the sky's a leaky curtain. It may suit the banjo nicely, but it never suited me. And the bush is very pretty when you view it from the city, but it loses all its beauty when you face it on the pad. And the wildernesses haunt you, and the plains extended daunt you, till at times you come to fancy that the life will drive you mad. But I somehow often fancy that I'd rather not be Clancy, that I'd like to be the banjo where the people come and go, when instead of framing curses I'd be writing charming verses, though I scarcely think he'd swap me. Banjo, the Overflow. Thank you. Part 6.